Crochet Designs. My name is Mary and I am organised. I just put my book over there instead of here. So here I am. Welcome. I hope we are all having a very good week. I have a lot on the table. Not much to talk about with you guys, but more so for tomorrow's first Thursday of the month. That's happening tomorrow. We're going to be doing lots of chat tomorrow. No one's on at the moment, so I'm talking to myself. I'll wait. She says, I'll wait. I'm going to mark down what I've been doing. I've been sitting here crocheting and I forgot to mark down some rows. Hello, lovely Jody. Lovely to have you here. We have a very quiet Wednesday at the moment. Hello, Karen, the beautiful ladies. The two beautiful ladies are on. Middle Earthian, can't get it out. Middle Earthian, three beautiful ladies are on. Oh, lovely to have everyone here today. Now, I've got a lot to discuss, but they're not really a lot. It's not really. No, it's not really. It's just that, you know, I'm going to go for it today just for fun. Oh, look at my hair. It's so shiny. You know why? Because I coloured it yesterday morning, not this morning. How nice is that, hey? It's the regular colour, but I don't know. It just looks so shiny. I'm so sparkly today. Oh, I feel alive too. I feel very fresh. It's actually really, really nasty cold here in Melbourne today, guys. So much so that I almost thought about putting socks on. I can wear sandals all year round. It's really bad. No, it's not true. I do wear socks with runners, and I do wear socks with boots when it's, you know, called for, but usually it's sandals all year round. So let's go back to the chat. I've missed the chat. Lovely Anne McSee. Hello, hello, lovely Anne. I think is that Alifa? Alifa? Hi, ma'am. You look awesome. Thank you so much, Alifa. I think I've got your name right. Or is it Alfia? I hope I got your name right. Hello, welcome. Welcome, lovely to have you here. We are going to have a very busy live, a very, very busy live. We've got a lot to discuss, lots to discuss. We finally got some sun after so much rain. Oh, really, Middle Earth? It was nasty cold here. Oh, I also thought I was in Melbourne today. Oh, really? Even there, Anne? Is it cold even there? It's nasty. It is nasty. It was 7 degrees this morning. Oh, disgusting. Hello, Raylene, lovely Raylene. Lovely to have everyone here. Well, we've got a live starting to happen now. I always feel like it's not a live if a lot of people aren't on, but we're all on. Hello, lovely Franca. We're all +1. We have a new person there, Alistair or Alistair. I'm gonna get that name right. Hopefully I can get it right. But welcome everyone. We have a lot to discuss again, but these are, when I say a lot, these are regular things that we're doing updates on. Yes, Karen, I do hope you are feeling better. Karen has been under the weather. I do hope she's feeling much better. I'm so done with rain. Oh, Middle Earth. I think we've got your rain now here in Melbourne. You sent it our way, did you? We got it. We got more than the rain. We got a real nasty chill. You know, apparently there's some sort of chill going through Australia, like it's going right across Australia. But it's supposed to get better. Mind you, it is July. I mean, we are in, I'm sorry, let's try June. She can't even get a month right. June is like, it's the first month of winter for us here at Melbourne. So there you go. So you're feeling much better. That's fantastic. Lovely, Karen. Now, let's get on with the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, or should I say the Sheep Show / fund. I had a donation on my website before the live started. So I'm putting half of that donation towards the fund. Now, we were up to $178, $2.50. Oh, my gosh. I hate doing maths. I have to add it. Not down, carry the one. 8. And one. So $180.50. Are we good with that? Well, I hope so, because I failed maths. So there we go. Hello, Green Butterfly. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. Now, we have some, we had rain, yes, more to come today. We've got it here. What's going on? Is it all over the world, or is it, I thought it was just Melbourne, Australia, but obviously it's, the weather's chaotic everywhere. All right. So we have, quite a few things on the table. And like I said, a lot of this stuff, it just looks like a lot to me, but not to you guys, because tomorrow morning, I set it up for tomorrow morning's first Thursday of the month. I forgot to mention last month. 2 months ago, I had a mess up for first Thursday when I went to the park and there was issues and there was the guys with the lawn bowls and then was the, you know, the tree stump in the foot. That just went on forever, right? And if you've watched one of my lives a few weeks ago, you would have picked all that up. Last month we had the guy next door cutting his tree down. Or well, actually he'd already cut it down, but he was cutting the big blocks of, you know, pieces of wood. And that went from, get this, 9 o'clock in the morning right down to 6 o'clock at night. I didn't do my first Thursday until 6 p.m. and I had to do it in this room. And while I was doing it, it was still sanding a little bit, but it wasn't as much. So I was late for that one as well. So 2 months in a row, first Thursday had been messed up. So today I thought I got everything prepared because I want to do this first thing in the morning. Guarantee it won't be done till 9 o'clock tomorrow night. But anyway, I want to do it first thing in the morning. So I got all the things ready. In fact, I even started recording and adding the past. You know how on the first Thursday of the month, I talk about what happened the month before. I've already done that. So I'm very excited. I thought that's one thing I can do the day before first Thursday. Tomorrow I'm waiting for the rest because there was some stuff I still haven't finished. And I have to finish them before tomorrow before I can say yay. I can't say yay unless they're finished. So I just thought I'd get that up front just to let you know it looks like a lot to me, but to you guys, you can't see it. It's a disaster. There's stuff everywhere. And in fact, I have stuff under the table here on both sides that I want to talk about as well. So don't worry about that. We'll, you know, that's going to be a first Thursday thing, so you don't have to worry about that. But tomorrow night, you will get first Thursday of the month coming up, and it will give you a launch date of that cardigan. It will give you a pattern launch date. But I have to wait till tomorrow to make sure that's correct because, like I said, I edit everything and I re-edit and I re-edit, and I'm going to re-edit again tomorrow morning, and then I'm able to say, right, this is the date I'm going to release the pattern on the website as a paid pattern first, and then a week later, or maybe even a week and a half later, we will actually do the tutorial here on the channel for this cardigan. I'm sorry, am I yelling? I do apologize. No, I don't. I'm not apologizing for that. I'm too excited. Where was I? Oh, Karen, feeling much better. That's great. Yes, you did, Middle Earthians. Yes. Hello, Green Butterfly. I've said hello. Yes. We talked about the rain. We've had snow in April, says Middle Earthian. Tons of rain since the beginning of May. Seriously. Hello, Luana, the lovely Luana. Lovely to have you here. We need to discuss something. Yes, away. It's exciting new. Yell away. Thank you. I misread that, didn't I, Jody? Oh, she can't do anything right today. I will. It's very exciting. It's taken me a long time. I actually haven't really, when I say I haven't had the pattern tested, I haven't had it tested by someone else. What I've done is I've just redid the cardigan, which you're going to see tomorrow. She can't keep her mouth shut, can she? I redid the cardigan and I reread every size section to make sure I didn't mess up. I wanted to get it tested, but it means waiting longer and it means you guys don't get your pattern in time. So what I'll do is I'll just reread it again and again until the pattern goes up on the, oops, I'm not going to say what day. I nearly said the day, didn't I? My bathroom is finally, hang on. Yes, Karen, glad you're better. Yes, that's great, Franca. Finally done, but now I have to get a new bath chair. I almost forgot, but I'm here. Hello, Claptrap. So glad you can make it. Now, yours truly, the lovely Corrine is not on at the moment, but the lovely Corrine chose the grey and red. I couldn't get it out there. It's staring at me too, the colours. Chose the grey and red yarns for our very next Live Antics project. Now, we do have, was it Mary Wanamaker? Mary Wanamaker, I think, chose the next one, but we won't worry about that for now. We're going to worry about Corrine's because I actually did make the mittens that we were talking about. What? But I didn't like it. So I'm going to show you the start of the next one. That's it. But I will put the other one on so you can see why I didn't like it. And I didn't actually finish it. But I got, and I'll show you because we talked about the mittens. Usually it's a surprise, but we did talk about it. And there you go. Ta-da! See how bad that is? See how bad that is? And not only that, it's too thin. So I am going to change it. So this will not be the style. All right. And you know what? It looks like it's long. I can't get it out. I can't get my words out today. It looks like it's really long, but that's the top of my finger right there. It's not that long. I thought I had small hands. I really did, but apparently they are small, but this is actually a very thin. I should have made it wider. So this is wrong. Okay. So I'm going to be redoing it, not like this. And because I got to here and thought, no, I just cannot stand the look of this. Do you like that? I cannot stand the look of it. So I'm going to redo it again using a different style. And hopefully that might fix the problem. I decided to do my own count for my own hand. And I must have bad hands because it just doesn't sit right on my hands. I didn't realize that before. I have bad hands. You know what I've got? I've got that look. I've always had it. It was great when I used to play fives or jacks. Remember jacks? You put, the 5 things there. And I used to just do that and all the jacks would stay on top. But I have really weird hands. But don't tell anyone, right? And so they didn't actually come out as planned. So I'm just going to redesign the whole thing, which means it may or may not come out on Friday. Fingers crossed for Friday. I'm going to spend the whole night doing it. I'll do the one hand. And then come tomorrow morning after I finish editing. Listen to me. I really think I'm going to do this, right? I finished doing first Thursday of the month. What happens on first Thursday of the month? I may have to change the date. I don't know, to Tuesday or something, because it never, ever works out. It's always total fail. And I end up putting the video up at about like 1 in the morning. Every other time I say, right, it's going up Tuesday or Wednesday, it usually goes up on time. But the minute I talk about Thursday, bang, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3. I don't want that. So there you go. Now, what was I've missed a bit here. I forgot. Hang on, I'm lost. I forgot to watch the replay of Saturday's live. No worries, Middle Earthian, anytime. Bad weather here, cool and stormy. Luana, it's bad everywhere. Hello, Jodie K. Lovely to have you here. You are here. Hello, hello, hello. So that's not a very good mitten. So again, you know what I'm like, guys. If I'm not happy with the design, it doesn't go up. Simple as that. So I'm going to recreate it again using a total different design, and then we'll talk about popping that up either on Friday night, late Friday night, or early Monday, because I'm just not happy. Not happy with it. Not happy. Anyway, let's get on with the rest. Now, you saw something. It's a bit redundant. I never should have put that picture up. I never should have put it up. It's supposed to be a spring project for us here in Australia, but not so much for the channel. I never should have put it up. I don't know what possessed me to put that picture on when I posted the update for our live. There was a picture. Look, I'll show you. It's a little bit redundant because I don't want to bring the pattern out for a very long time yet, but I don't know what possessed me to put the picture up. I'm a little bit silly. Hello, Marty. Lovely to have you there. Your neighbour will probably make a noise, so you have to do the first Thursday. I know, right, Franca? It's just like someone presses a button every first Thursday of the month and messes me up. But like I said, half of it has been recorded. When I say half, only a little bit has been recorded. And that's the little bit in the beginning, where I say, right, this is what we did last month. Da-da-da-da. I had all that available, so it was easy for me to, and it was like, I don't know, a few minutes worth anyway. But that's already done, so that's not a problem. Tomorrow's first Thursday, it's not a massive one, but it does give the date where this one's going up on the website. So it's a good one to be on. It's a good one to watch. Hello, Sherry. Lovely to have you here. So like I said before, that picture I showed you before was kind of a little bit redundant because I didn't want to bring the pattern out for a while. And it's actually not so much for me anyway. It's more for anyone else. I wouldn't wear it, put it that way, because, well, it's a little bit too, I'm a little bit modest to wear things like that. That's not true. That's not true. I do wear things like that at the beach. Or I do wear them in summer, but I wear them with a very soft light t-shirty kind of, I don't know, top, if you will. And it's something like that. Ta-da! So it's a little bit redundant. It's a kind, tiny little crop top. And as you can see, this is like really tiny. This is not my size. This size is the extra small to small. When I say extra small to small, I haven't really worked on an actual size yet. I just produced this little gorgeous thing. It is not for me. Like I said, it's for the small. And in fact, I don't even like the color of this one. Even though it's purple down the bottom, I think I should have stuck to pink up the top here, because I put pink around the front. But that's okay. It's a bit of play. I just wanted to practice with the stitch. The stitch is a basic double crochet stitch. I just wanted to practice with the stitches here and making the curve so that I can perfect it. I've already been talking to someone about pattern testing it for me, which is good. It's a lovely lady, one of our subscribers here. I've spoken to her about that, and she's waiting for that. You love it, do you? Look, it is pretty, Jody. Don't get me wrong. And you know, I'll show you the cotton I use. Remember the other day when I showed you this cotton here, the Karen Cakes one? That's what I used. I cut it up because I didn't mean to cut it up. I started working on it, and you know me, I get halfway through the row. If the color cuts right in the middle, I'm not happy. So I started cutting it to make the end of each row, as you can see there. It goes to the end of each row. I think the blue or the green somewhere, I'll show you where, it got to the very end and it kind of matched. Where is the green? I'll show you a little bit. Oh, it's gone now. Maybe because I sewed it up together down the side seams. But there you go. That's coming. It's coming in September. It will be a paid pattern on the website. It will not be a tutorial here on the channel. So that's why it was kind of a little redundant to show you now, because it won't happen for a couple of months yet. But this is the yarn I used. Now that particular piece only took 3 skeins, which is great. Yeah, but it's a crop top. It's not a really long one. It doesn't cover all my layer up a layer here. It's only a crop top, not like this cardigan. I was going to say this jumper. This cardigan goes right down the front and right down behind your hello area. And you like that, the hello area? It's called the hello area. It is. And oh my gosh, I'm so naughty. And that one there, that particular piece only took 3 skeins for the size small, or the extra small, I should say, not a small. It's extra small because it's a loose fitting extra small. Yeah. So if you were to make a small, you would need an extra skein, because I actually just made it. I had little tiny bits left, little, like, I don't know, a gram here and a gram there kind of thing, right? You would need 4 skeins for the small. You'll need 5 probably for the medium. You know, the higher up you go, you need more skeins. Now, if you want to color coordinate like I did, you would need more, because you need to break up your colors, yeah? But if you just let it go, run your top around and round and round, it's actually up and down, up and down. And in actual fact, I worked from top down. I didn't do that. I did 2 straps, 1 and 2, and then did a stitching across here, attached the 2 straps, and then worked across those straps. I just wanted to try something different, not like everyone does these top downs, which is great, and I'm going to be doing those too in the future, so get excited for that. I'll be doing lots of top downs in the future. I've been playing around with it, and I'm looking forward to doing that. But this is kind of like a top down, but not, because you'll be doing the straps first, and then you just chain across one strap to the other, and then you work up and down from there. And you're working downwards rather than working upwards, just for a little something different. But I am going to be doing top downs in the future, so get ready for that, guys. I shouldn't have talked about that. That's a tomorrow thing. I got all tomorrow things here. I shouldn't be talking about it, but there you go. I just want to let you know that that particular piece took this yarn, 3 skeins of this yarn. And in fact, I probably should have got a 4th skein, because that pink there, the reason I put the purple was because I knew I was running out. So I should have done an extra 7 rows, no, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. I can't count, I tell you. I should have done an extra 4 rows here, and then used pink across here, because each set is 7 except the top bit's a bit longer, yeah? I should have done that as well. But you know what? It's okay. It's a live and learn. It's a try something new, and have a play with something. And it's not something I've even thought about it. I just sat in front of the TV one day and said, oh, let's do a few straps. Oh, let's do some stitching across here. Oh, let's see what happens here. And that's what happens. It just comes out like that. It's just one of those things. But I did write it down because I knew that I'd forget what I did. As you do, yeah. All right, I missed all the chat again. Marty, if you see Kiki, say hi for me, please, Marty. That's very nice of you, Jody. It looks cute, thank you, Middle Earthians. I'd change the colours. Okay, yep. Hi, Gina, lovely to have you here. Spring enthusiast, yay! Caught you before I fell asleep for the night. No, it's good, lovely to have you here. Spring enthusiast. The lady in the mirror must be out again. You can't let her out too often, Jody. She's crazy, that one. Sherry, hello. Just stepped in before I go to bed. Good to see you. Lovely to have you here. I do know that the time change has really messed up my overseas, guys. And I'm so sad about that because I loved having everyone here all the time. Yeah. And I loved it. Thank you, Spring. Thank you for that. It is a cute top. So it messed up my overseas, guys. I say guys, but that's what I call everybody guys, right? And I'm a bit sad about that. But it's lovely to have you come in anyway, which is good. All right. So it's a bit redundant taking a picture of that and putting it up because that won't happen for months and months yet. So I never should have done that. She doesn't, I don't know what to do with this mirror girl. The reflection chick. The reflection chick. She's so much trouble. She can't keep her hands still, you know, it's crazy. 2:20 a.m. there in US. Oh, really? Oh, no. Yeah, I'm falling asleep myself. Oh, you know what? I might just sing you a nice lullaby and get you all to sleep. The lady in the mirror needs to stay in the mirror. You tell her, Franca. She's absolutely nuts. It's all right. It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, if I forgive myself, you guys must have to forgive me too. You like that? I forgive myself. No, I don't forgive myself. I forgive the lady in the mirror. Okay, it's 1:23 in Canada. Thank you, Middle Earthian. I'm going to have a drink, guys. Oh, yeah, drink. Cheers, everyone. It's just water today. I've already had my coffee quota. If I have any more, I'll be like, hi, everyone. Lovely to have you here. So I'm naturally like that. If I have too much coffee, I'll be bouncing off the walls every which way. Woo! All right, let's get back to business. I get so sidetracked. All right, so let's talk about the week so far. Now, as you know, Monday and Tuesday, I was preparing this guide for you, and it's coming. I promise it is. And Wednesday, well, that's today. So we're here, and here I am, and here you are. And Thursday, tomorrow will be first Thursday of the month. And Friday, I hope to get those mittens out. And if I don't get them out, I promise to get them out Monday. I just didn't, if I didn't mess up that pattern, they would be out definitely. Might even been finished by tomorrow. So I kind of messed up a little. In fact, I spent all night doing these yesterday and I kind of messed that up completely. But there you go. Okay, I'm still drinking coffee. Okay. Oh, wow, enthusiast. Wow, that's crazy. You're worse than me. Too much coffee gives you jazz hands. I know. Oh, it does. I know. That's natural for me, though. I don't need coffee for that. She's already a little bit crazy, you know. Little bit of a crazy lady, you know. You like the accent? I don't even know what that was. I don't think it was Italian. So for those of you who don't know, Italian is my background. I was born here in Australia, raised here in Australia, but Italian is my backhand. So occasionally that comes out. Thank you, Green Butterfly says thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thumbs up helps me in so many ways, guys. It helps with algorithms. It helps every little tiny bit that you guys do for our channel helps. We know mirrors don't lie. I'm just glad they don't. I think they laugh every time I look in it, Marty. Well, someone does anyway. Sometimes in the morning I go, gosh, what's that? Oh, it's me. So if I sleep on my hair wrong, it kind of like sticks up there. This side right here just goes, whoop, and all the hair is pushed up that way. And it's all frizzy. It's like a mop. You can wash dishes with this stuff, I tell you. Now, I wake up pretty crazy in the morning and then I look in the mirror and I've got to make sure and remind myself to take my makeup off the night before, because in the morning I can look like something that just came out of a horror show with the hair that way, the makeup smudged down here. It's hilarious. No, I don't do that. Never. But I forget sometimes because I'm not a big on makeup, because I don't usually wear it. Honestly, I usually wear lipstick. I used to wear lipstick before that world went into chaos. And every time you put a mask on, your lipsticks get stuck to the mask. So I stopped wearing it. But I'm not really big on the makeup thing. Like right now, it's just eyeliner and mascara. I don't wear all that foundation, which I wore once on the live just for fun, not long ago. Marty, the woman in the mirror is always smiling and laughing. You know what, Franca? I always say this to myself. If you can't smile and laugh, you're just going to have to cry all the time. What is the point? I would say life is too depressed to worry about being depressed. You just have to just like keep going and think, oh, well, it happened. Nothing we can do about it. I do get angry, don't get me wrong. There's been times that chairs have gone flying across the room. That's happened once or twice before. That's the Italian in me. Boom, right across the room. Yeah, I have been angry before. I've been angry lots of times before. My mirror definitely lies. I'm definitely a slim person. Spring chicken somewhere deep inside this. Oh. Claptrap, you and I both, honey. Yes, I know. You and I both. I look in the mirror and think, who is this old woman? Where'd she come from? This big, round, old woman. But actually, I was thinking today, only just today, I think every day about it, but today was a big thought, especially when I was trying to, I had to go to the doctor's today. I had to get my the flu jab. It's done. I'm done. I'm happy. And this morning I was having my shower like normal, and I thought, oh, I'll just clean that area extra careful. And so it can be nice and fresh for the flu jab. And when I was cleaning the area, I thought, holy macaroni, that is one big arm. I said, I wonder if the lady's going to find anywhere to put the needle. It's got so much to put. Is the needle actually going to go through this arm? And I thought, no, I'll just have to start working out, guys. I really need to get back to at least, I don't know, a size 14. At least a size 15, 16, 18. But you know, see, I can laugh at myself, guys. It's really sad. But yeah, I was thinking about that before I went for the jab. So now I've got my flu jab and I'm really happy about that. So yeah, I should be okay for the season. Actually, it's late. I used to do it in March every year so that I was ready for April and May and the rest of it. But I wanted to do it last year in March, but they didn't have the flu jab because of all the other jabs we've been doing. They didn't have the flu jab until April. So I did it in April last year. And now this year, they didn't have the flu jab until this week, or just the last week that just passed. Apparently, it's free this year for Melburnians as of today. Get excited, guys. I used to pay every year. I don't mind paying for it because I'd rather have the flu jab than have the flu. But this year it's free. Yay! Very exciting. Well, no, not really, but it's better than paying for it, I suppose. All right, so let's get down to business, guys. As you know, we've been organising the Sheep Show / fund. Now we're up to $180.50. So I need to up that a little bit. So I'm thinking maybe on one of my lives, not this Saturday, maybe next Saturday, we might do one of those, let's pop $2 here and $5 there and whatever else. A bit like we did with the Easter eggs. Remember that? And we'll do it on a live because it's a lot of fun and we just, you know, have a bit of fun. We are still going to do live antics. I'm a little bit behind with some work. So we might hold the live antics over 1 week. And maybe we'll do it this week's live, Saturday's live. I think that's a good one. We might do it this Saturday. Do you want to do it this Saturday, guys? Shall we do it this Saturday? Give me the yay or nay if you want to see that done this Saturday where we up the finances a little bit so I can spend a bit of money. When I say up the finances, you guys don't need to put in any. I will be doing that here. It'll be like a bit of fun and games. You might see something like numbers somewhere, and that's how much we put in. So it's a little bit of fun and games on my part. So you guys don't have to do anything. You just have to find the money around the room. And I don't know whether to use money. Franca says yay, or whether to use like little numbers, and that can be like, you know, you might see 1 and that can be $1. You might see 50 and that can be 50 cents, or you might see whatever. Let's talk about it. Come on, guys, let's brainstorm. Middle Earthian says, yep, because I want to be able to purchase some nice gear for our giveaway. And I want to also be able to purchase something for myself. So maybe some of the money that I put in for myself, I'll be able to purchase something for myself as well as for the giveaway, which is good. And I'm going to do that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Spring Enthusiast says yes. Middle Earthians, Franca, they say yay, yep, all good. So anyone else would like to say anything? Otherwise, I will do it this Saturday, I think. Instead of doing live antics this Saturday, we might do that. Mirrors don't lie, but bathroom scales do. I've put my scale in the corner, and that's where that little line stays. Until she apologizes. You tell him, Marty. You tell him. Oh, my scale's been lying for years. You know, it's like, come on already. It's broken for sure. It keeps going up. But, you know, it's got to be broken. It was going down for some time there. That must have been on good spirits. It's not talking to me. You use Monopoly money. Oh, I haven't got Monopoly. I haven't got it. Oh, I actually should get some, shouldn't I? Just for fun. I would love to stay on, but I'm seriously falling asleep, Middle Earthian. You go and have your sleep, darling. We will see you soon. But on Saturday's Live, guys, come on to Saturday's Live because we will have fun with that. I was going to wait till next Saturday, but you know what? I'm going to do it this Saturday because I won't be able to do a live antics this Saturday. I've got far too much happening. So we're going to skip live antics this Saturday. We'll do that instead. That'll be a bit of fun. A little bit of fun. A little bit of excitement. I think that's a really good idea. I do believe it's a good idea. If anybody's interested in that. I'll have to think about how I'm going to do this. Now, I wished I had Monopoly money, Anne, but I don't. That will be fun as had to cross leg when watching the Easter one. Had to cross leg when watching the... Oh, I see. I had to think about that, Jillian. Right over my head that one went. What's she talking about? Oh, I know what she's talking about. Have a good night. You too, Middle Earthian. But yeah, we'll do that on Saturday. I reckon that'll be a lot of fun. And I won't do it straight away, not the first 10 minutes, because what will happen is a lot of people don't get on those first 10 minutes. It's really hard for everybody to get on in the first 10 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll pop the camera down. 10 minutes, you like that cheeky giggle. 10 minutes into the recording, pop all the little numbers up everywhere, pop the camera back up, and then you guys can have some fun. Maybe you can print play money. I thought of doing that, Anne. That was one thing I did think of doing. I won't go on the scales because the needle won't stop moving. What scales? In actual fact, I don't look at them anymore. I go in the bathroom, just like look the other way, don't even look over there. And she had tears of joy running down her leg. Spring Enthusiast. But you know what, that does happen with certain age. I'm not going to go there. It's not a subject. Oh gosh. Oh, thanks, Jillian. No, he's got us started. So there you go. But we are going to have some fun on this Saturday's live. I was going to wait till next week, but you know what? We'll do it this Saturday. That way, because I can't get my... I don't know if I'm going to get all these projects done this week. So it's more important that I get this cardigan out to you guys. And tomorrow I'm going to announce the date, and fingers crossed I have it ready by that date. She says. She's laughing in the background. Lady in the mirror is laughing as well. My scales are like a Ferrari. They both go from 0 to 200 in 2 seconds. Except I like the Ferrari better. Oh, hi, Karen. I hope you're feeling better. Yes, she's feeling a little bit better, Jillian. I'm answering for her. Sorry, I'll let her answer. What? Can't keep a mouth shut, can I? But that's what we'll be doing this Saturday. We will do that, I think. See how I do things at the spur of the moment. I don't know how I get myself into this mess. Now, but I was thinking about this. We mentioned it a few weeks in a row, every live, a few weeks in a row, that we might do that with the little monies again, just for fun. So we might do that. I think no, we won't might. We'll definitely do it on Saturday. Definitely do it on Saturday. I think it's the way to go. It'll raise a bit more funds. We still have a month and a half left. Oh, nearly month and a half. Oh my gosh, because I leave here on the 14th of July. So I get there on the 14th, set up, and it's ready for the weekend. 15, 16, 17. By the way, guys, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, the Australian Sheep and Wool Show happens once a year in Bendigo, in Melbourne. Bendigo, well, I say Bendigo. I love going to Bendigo anyway, because Bendigo Woolen Mills is there. So I hope on Thursday I can set up the store, go to Bendigo, grab some yarn and take off. But I don't want to spend too much money there because I want to spend the money at the show. Listen to me. I hope I have cash to spend at the show. Oh, don't you love it? That's what the slush fund was for, guys. I really have been looking after that, making sure I don't buy any more coffees and Tim Tams and things while I'm out. No, that's not true. Whenever I get my nails done, I buy a cappuccino from my favourite coffee shop in Broadmeadow Shopping Town Centre. I don't usually shop there, but I do get my nails there by the wonderful Charlie from Circle Nails and his lovely ladies. They do a good job, I think. Sometimes I go elsewhere if I'm real desperate, but 99.9% of the times I'm there and I buy my cappuccino, and while they're doing my nails, I'm drinking away. As you do. Now, all right, so this is what we're going to do this Saturday. We're going to do that thing. I might do what you said, Anne. I might just print off some little monies and I'll just cut them all up in little pieces and, stick them around the room. No longer going through boxes of tissues each day. Now only a few tissues a day. I'm fingers crossed I'm well for July. I cannot get sick for July. I've taken the flu jab. I've taken all the other jabs. I have no time to be sick. I am way too busy. That's what my daughter says. Mum, I'm too busy to be sick. We're both workers. We don't have time to be sick. I am working 24/7. I don't even know how I cope sometimes. And someone says, do you want to go for coffee? And I think, oh gosh, I haven't got time for coffee. I say, oh, wait a minute, I do. Stop working. Have a coffee and relax. Have a coffee and shake more. You need to get your passport, come to North London. You know what? I would love to do that, Frank. I really would. You know what? I'm going to play with my passport online and see what comes of it. They'll probably say, get out of here. You're not getting a passport. You let it lapse. And actually, they'll use that voice too. Get out of here. They will. They'll say, oh, it's her again. Not her. The troublemaker. Not the crazy lady in the mirror. It's a crazy lady. She's a very crazy lady, this one. That's his accent. Guy, if you didn't know who he is, that's Guy right there. I can relate to working all day, all the time. I think the problem when you have your own little business is there's no time and date. The only time I break a day up is, I know this sounds very, sad, but the only time I break a day up is when I have a funeral to go to. That's it. Otherwise, I work. When I go to the supermarket or shopping centre, I take the bag with the handle, and you've seen that, and I'll show you that. You know what? I'm going to write it down and show you tomorrow. Arm bag for the first Thursday, because I take it everywhere. I work all the time. Yeah. This morning at the doctor's, I was sitting there working away. Inside the doctor's surgery, I didn't, because they usually take the blood pressure and everything else, and then I have to put it all down, and I lose things and drop things. So I didn't do anything while I was at the doctor's, but the waiting area, sometimes he has me waiting. You make the appointment for a certain time and I can still wait an hour and a half after the appointment time. But today was very good, so I can't complain. It's not his fault, really. People walk in. You need to take part in one of the craft shows. One of the craft shows. What do you mean, hun? You mean the craft shows in the UK? Is that what you mean, Franca? That would be fun. If I knew I was going to the UK, I would sort something out. I really would. Yeah, not just the UK. I would do a little bit of Europe while I'm there. There's no point going all the way over there for just one place, yeah? For me, I'd rather do other places. If you're worried about the lady in the mirror, I've got bad news about passport photos. Mine's horrific. Looks like I'm in an identity parade. But they make you look like that. Because I'm like this, and they say, stop smiling. And I go, and they say, stop smiling. Stop smiling. And you look like some sad, sadistic old person. Yeah, and you're thinking, what happened to my face? That's not my face. I'm telling you now, if I go through customs, they're not going to know who I am because I'm going to go through like this. And they're going to have this. They're not going to know who we are. I'm telling you, it's so grumpy. It's such a grumpy look when you do that for passports. But I do need to do it. I do need to do another one. Need to do one fast so I can get to London in July. Listen to me, Frank. I'm already planning July. When are you guys meeting? Or was that June? You guys were meeting in June, weren't you? I'm never going to make it. I'm never going to make it. Plus, I can't afford to go. Spending all the money at the sheep show. Then at passport control, you know, you don't look like your photo. So you pull a face to try and look like it. So you look guilty already, even though you're not doing anything wrong, because that sad face, that straight face is a real guilty look as far as I'm concerned. I look like a loon in my passport photo. Well, I think everyone looks a bit odd in their passport photo because you have to pull a face that you don't usually pull, right? Your face is usually either smiley or it's usually kind of one way, and then they say, do this, stand that way, do it, and then you sort of, by the time you finish, you're like, you're trying not to pull a face, so it doesn't look like you. No matter what happens, it does not look like you. We all just try to pull a face when they make us pull a face. Is that a strange word? Pull a face. It's like we're... You love that. I'm on holiday, but look like I don't want to be there. It's true, Marty. It's absolutely true. It's the way they make you look. They make you do that. Oh, look in the post office when you're taking the photo. So we do ours in the post office, right? Take the photo, you stand there. Why you not stand still? And you're like this. Don't move. So your eyes are like crazy eyes. Getting yelled at. And the photo comes out like... Oh, it's funny. Sometimes in the old days, we used to go to the chemist. So I don't know if they still do them at the chemist. But most of the times I have to go to the post office. But then I haven't done it for so long, so I don't know. Marty, that's so true. Yeah, I haven't done a passport for so long, so I wouldn't have a clue what they make you do. Passport control people are a bit dim. Oh, they don't recognise your face if you smile in the photo. Seriously, I've been told to stop smiling. It has to match the mug. It's their fault, claptrap. I'm telling you. If they just let me look like this, because this is the way I look 24/7, even when I'm crocheting my head down, no, not really. You should have seen this morning. We got back at 10:30 after the injection. Between 11, I think it was, until 1:30, not one noise there was nothing in the house. So quiet. You watch tomorrow. There are going to be neighbours chopping trees down. The kids will be home next door when they're supposed to be at school. There's going to be so much chaos that the guy next door will have his music going. We can't hear that very much. It's pretty good, actually. But this is going to be chaos. I won't be able to get anything done. But today, a pin drop. I swear you could have heard it. It was so quiet. I got so much done. I was so excited. And in actual fact, I only had this much done on our glove, the mitten, 2 days ago, and I left it, and I did all of that today and finished it. But I don't like this one. Like I said, I want to redo it. And in some cases, you need to make yourself look 8 years younger because the photo was taken ages ago. No, right. I'll just cover it with makeup. Actually, we're lucky in that case, Marty. We can just make up. No glass. Oh, no, there's lots of fellas wearing makeup these days. No glasses, no teeth showing. I didn't realise I was showing my teeth. Now, to be aware that my teeth always show. But so do I, because I'm always like that, smiling all the time. So I don't know. But I do need to get one done. My son's done one. He'll be heading off overseas soon. But I do need to get one done. You know, I think I should go overseas if I can get some money. Can someone start a slush fund for overseas? So I can come visit everyone in every country. Could you imagine? It would be chaotic. Like the plane would land and there will be like paparazzi everywhere just for me. Oh, as if. No, not really. I'll get off the plane and I'll say, who's the paparazzi for? It's not me. I know it's not. It's for Harry Styles. Poor Harry's still waiting for his top. He's going to come to Australia and I'll still have his top here. I'll be flicking it around in the audience. Here I am. Come get your top. Poor Harry. This is all... I'm still laughing about it. All I can think of is I'm waiting 2 years for this top. Hey, Marty, have you been making Harry's top? It's not really a style for you, is it, Marty? It's a little bit flashy. Do you like flashy, Marty? Well, Harry does. He likes to flash. He likes to flash all his muscles and things that he has. Good old Harry. Oh, good young Harry, I should say. If any of us win the lottery, we will get you your own well crochet private jet and wish you... Oh, wouldn't that be fun, Marty? Wouldn't it be fun? Hey, it doesn't hurt to be poor. It's all right. It's okay. I don't mind. I had to do a fast passport for my son when he was 4 months old and had it for 5 years. Oh, my gosh. That's weird. I thought maybe it's just here in Australia. They don't do them for the little ones for that long. They give you a certain time limit because babies change so quickly. But in our age group, I really think they should give us for 20 years. I'm not going to change any much now, apart from getting grey. Not that I'm going to get grey. You like that? Big smile on my face. I'll come with you, Mary. I love to travel overseas. Sure, pick a number and stand in line. I have 3 other sisters who want to come with me as well. And my daughter. My son doesn't want to travel with me. He's just too cool for that. He's too cool for that. It's a muso. He's too cool for that. You know, musicians, they do their own thing. But my daughter, we've been overseas together. We went to Vanuatu together. Had such a good time with her. She is, how can I explain my daughter? She's like a younger version of me, but a little bit more clever. She got the brains, okay? She got the looks and the brains. We were so lucky in that area. She's a younger version of me. She's very active and bubbly and bouncy, but she's a little bit more clever. Tad more clever than I am. Have a great day. Off to bed. Good night, spring. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. Good night, spring. Have a good sleep. Andrew thinks he's too cool. Yeah, they think they're too... Musicians are like that, honey. They think they're too cool for us. You know, especially young fellas. They kind of think, oh, I don't want my mum hanging off me. Yeah, but he's happy to hang off me when we go and have cakes and coffee. When we go and eat out. Just say you were on, hi, everyone. Oh, hello. I'm going to have a drink because I'm choking and carrying on here like a pork chop. But you just can't hear it. You can hear the fuzziness in the voice. Cheers. Excuse me, sorry about that loud cough there. All right, I got sidetracked again. Okay, now on Friday you may or may not get the mittens. Okay, if you don't get them on Friday, I'll definitely come up on Monday. Many countries let small children to be added to mother's passport, but I always had my own because I had different nationality from hers. Okay, well, the same with my kids. They had their own passports, which was, I straight away, what made me angry here, and I shouldn't brag too much, but what made me angry was they allowed my children to get passports on my signature, but didn't give me a passport. I had to fight to get a passport, and I was born in this country. And this was so many years ago. I'm too scared to go for it now. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to fight me. They're going to say, wow, you can't get a passport because, and they'll give me all these reasons. We need Andrew to join you on your world tour. We need him to perform the fanfares as you come off the plane. Problem with that, Marty, is my carpet won't be red. It'll be like a little yellow thing that I've crocheted. Andrew, we hope that he has a good time when he travels. He's traveling soon and he's going to have a ball, but he's traveling on his own, which scares me a little bit. Notice how I slap him. So hopefully he grows muscles and beats up anyone who bothers him. You like that? Hopefully just beats up on people. No, that's not true. We don't want that. Unless he has to. Then I'll say, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. So he's traveling and he's done his passport. His passport took so long. Not that there was anything wrong with it. It's just that so many people were getting their passports because now they realize we can travel again. So everyone went out and got their passports. So I'm just going to get it and just let it sit in limbo until they're ready to give it to me. Unless I have to travel overseas urgently for having a good time. To have a good time, you like that? But otherwise, I'll just let them take their time. But I do need to get one done. Yes, I do. I don't know if I'll ever travel again. We'll see. I don't have the traveling bug. I'm not like a lot of people. I don't really have that. Years ago in the UK, you or on your mother's passport, now kids have to have their own. Look, I agree that children have their own passport. I agree on that. Well, for the simple fact that it's not always the mother who cares for the child. Sometimes it's a father in my case, and sometimes it's other carers who care for the child. So the child needs to have that independently owned. Even though they're cared for by the parent or the guardian, I really think they should have their own. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being a little bit weird, you know. And yet I'm old-fashioned in other ways. I'm a little old-fashioned in other ways. Children should never travel alone, even though it's done. It is done. Lots of children hop on the plane. The stewardesses look after them, or the stewards, whatever you want to call them these days. They all get looked after, and it's nice. But I, for me, don't like the idea of children traveling alone. Personally, I don't like it. That's being a little bit old-fashioned. A very lot of bit old-fashioned. A lot of bit. Can I say that? Not a little bit, a lot of it. But that's just me being a little bit overprotective on children. I think children need to be protected until they're 18. After that, you can't control that. They've got the mind of their own, very independent. A lot of them have their mind of their own when they're about 3 now. They're telling parents what they want now. Right, this is what I want. I want this time on the computer. I want this. I want that. I want this. And you've got to get it for me now. And you're like, okay. Not me. We didn't do that. We were so naughty that, this is how naughty we were, to get the kids off the internet. And in those days when our kids were young, they didn't have their own mobile phones, right? So to get them off the internet, because they had the computers, yeah, to get them off the internet, we used to unplug the wiring in the house. We'd say, the internet's broken. Nothing we can do about it. And the kids had no choice but to get off. And the bonus was, because they couldn't get on the internet, they were reading. So, hey, that didn't last very long. When Frances one day gets up, she goes into the room where the system was, and she, Mum, plug came out. All fixed now. All right, thanks. So there you go. What? Don't you love it? So they're a little bit smarter these days. A tiny little bit smarter these days. Yeah, but when they were younger, it was easy to fool. But you know what? I was really adamant about certain times on the internet when they were young. I kind of got a bit worried, but most of the times they were really good. Like Frances was, we were all on a literature website, and Frances got a message from a man on the website. And she told me, so I confronted the man. I said, you realize, I didn't think it'd be a problem, he says. I said, well, you know, I don't allow her to talk to strangers online. Sorry. She was really good about it too. She told me it was great. She wasn't completely young. She was, when I say completely young, she was probably at the time 15 or 16, still young, but not really, really young where they're not, you know, cluey. And I just confronted that fella, you know. Okay, where am I? Missed all the chat. The computer was used through the landline. In the old days, yes, not now. It's all different now. I can see the point. Too many stamps and visas to fill out pages. Yep. You can't see the point. You can see the point, yes. Those were the days, also the cry from mum and dad when they picked up and the home phone to hear the dial-up. Who's on the internet? I need to make a call. Gosh, Marty, that was like 100 years ago now. Well, not really. But I tell you what, when we first got the internet, it was in a different house. It was in the house, in the other house in front, because we sold that place and moved at the back, as you do. And we stayed here. We just moved. And when we were in that house, and the internet first came in, I couldn't get my head around it. And I was so excited. I thought, what is this? I could talk to people from another part of the world. It was like, wow. And now I'm thinking, okay, I'm talking to someone from Turkey. I'm talking to someone from France. I'm talking to someone from the USA. Talking to someone from the other side of the world again. And it's okay now. But in those days, it was like, what? I can do that? It was so exciting. It was so exciting. And you're right, Marty, about that, you know, remember that noise you used to make? Pick up the phone. I don't know what the noise was. I can't remember how it used to go. It was such a long time ago. It was like, it was really loud, wasn't it? In your ears. Who's on the internet? Who's on the phone? Mum, get off the phone. I need the internet. Oh, the good old days, eh? The good old days. Now, it's just like everywhere. You can't move in the world without having access to the internet. It's everywhere. It was exciting. Now it's a pain. Now it's like, oh gosh, can we just turn it off for a while? I have to admit, one day, when was it? It was Monday this week. I was sitting on the couch where I usually sit to crochet, and I had the phone in my bag, and my bag was on the other side of the house. And I thought, oh, do I get up and get the phone, or do I just ignore it? I spent 5 hours working. I did not touch my phone. It was so exciting. But I did. I did have the laptop on a minute halfway through the day because I had to do some editing for something else, and just some writing editing, not video editing. And I did look at the internet through there. But I didn't get up to get the phone, which was not a good thing because the phone is what's kind of more important, actually, in case I get local urgencies, as you do. But nothing, my fingers crossed, urgent ever happens. I'll keep doing that because the second I get an urgency, I got to drop everything and go. I lose a day and a half on something that's urgent. And it's like, because I'm such a worker, I don't want to stop working to do that. It's like that has inconvenienced me. Don't you love it? You can't stop. All right. I got sidetracked again, guys. So on Friday, you are hopefully getting the mittens. If you don't get the mittens, they will come on Monday. All right. Tomorrow's first Thursday of the month. Really, really important first Thursday to watch if you wanted to find out more information about this cardigan. That's the one to watch. This one here, this cardigan here, the patchwork, that one's not, I've put it on hold for a while. I still haven't got the photo from my niece. I messaged her on the weekend. Hello, did you forget about me? Hence the word exclamation mark me. And yeah, and she said, oh, I'll get it done soon. Okay. And then I went, no rush. I thought, oh, what was I thinking of? I want that photo. I should have taken photos, but I don't have anyone that size. Yeah. Some of us are a little bit bigger than that. I've got my own cardigan for the photos, but I wanted the second photos for the pattern so that I can use that on the pattern when I'm creating, if that makes any sense. I remember the time when I switched on the computer and went to make a cup of tea while it was starting connecting to the internet was almost as slow. Um, and it was as black screen with white text. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Remember how you used to be able to play the game where you talked? I think it still exists. You talk on the computer and it answers. To get through that room, you've got to open this door. Open the door. You need a key. Where's the key? You have to find the key. Use the hammer. Remember that? That was a game that was on the computer. Yeah. Um, Not sure what you mean there, but hello. I will always remember my Commodore 64 to play game. You had to put the cassette tape in, press play, wait 15 minutes for it to load. I remember those days, Marty. You're too young to remember that. I remember those days. I was like 100 years ago. Yep, no, it's exciting and quite unthinkable to be without. I could not live without it now. Business-wise, I need it for the business. Hello, Musica. Hello, Musica. Beautiful Musica. Lovely to have you here. It has been a while. Lovely Musica. You're the one who likes half double crochets. Is that right, Musica? I think so. Someone likes half double crochets. This cardigan is made with half double crochets. Get excited. That's coming. Oh, it's coming. It's very close. So yeah, half double crochet. It was my dad's Commodore 64. Yeah, when he was a kid. I know, right, Marty? I lived with those things. And I remember when I was growing up, so we couldn't afford things like that, right? So when I was growing up, we'd visit someone, like a family member. We'd like, oh my gosh, they've got Atari. Oh my gosh, Atari and Commodore 64. Wow. We were like, mesmerized, at the screen. And, I used to love playing Tetris. Space Invaders. There was a Space Invaders. What was it called? Where all of the things came out. Oh, it's not you, Musica, is it? Must be someone else, honey. I can't remember. Someone liked half double crochets and said, can you do something in half double crochets? This cardigan is coming in half double crochets. I get excited. Yeah, what was it called? Not Space Invaders. It's Space Invaders, but they used to come out this way. I can't remember the name of it. Galactica. That's the one. Space Galactica or something. Oh my gosh. It's like 100 years ago now. Oh my gosh. So much has changed since then. Mind you, Tetris is still around. Apparently. It's still around. You can play Tetris all day long. Yay. I haven't played Tetris in years. I used to have the Tetris app on my phone, but I actually deleted it, cancelled it, removed it, so to speak, because I kept playing too much and wasn't doing any work. Asteroids, Mary Day. Hello, Mary Day. Hello, lovely to have you here. I think it was called Space Invaders Galactica or Space Galactica or something, and they used to come out and or stick tennis. I remember that. I still play that. They've got that in the little app. I haven't played for a while though. I don't get time to play anymore. Let's cry for Mary. I don't get time to play anymore. I'm too busy working. But I did remove Tetris for the simple fact that I was all day like this on the phone. Saturday, Sunday, no housework was getting done. Nothing. I had to remove it. As much as I love Tetris. And when I you would have loved this. When I packed the car for Pipeworks, which didn't happen, I get so angry at these things, don't I? When I packed the car for Pipeworks, I was so excited because I can do Tetris. So I packed the car to suit Tetris. And everything fit perfectly. So I used Tetris, my Tetris skills, to pack my car. As you do. So funny, yeah? I'm not sure if the original Hitchhiker's Galaxy guide is still on the net. The pictures were added later, but inventory has to be written down unless you have a superb memory. I'm not sure about that one. I don't know about that one, but yeah, I know about all the old games. All the old games, they were fun. They were fun. They were a bit... I remember Snake. Remember Snake? Snake would eat all the, whatever it was, little dots. Well, I don't know what that snake was eating. They were little squares, square dots. Pong, is that what it's called? Pong, the tennis one. Like the soccer one. Reminded me of soccer, the tennis one. I love soccer. It's been years since I watched it. I used to watch the championship every 4 years, but it's been years since I've watched it, so I love soccer. It's been a long time. I used to play soccer at school until they realised I was a girl, and then they stopped letting me play. Ew, it's a girl. These days, that doesn't exist. But when I was young, there's a girl on the team. When did that happen? My problem was I grew too quickly. If I just stayed a little bit longer, they would never have known. Yeah, I used to love soccer. I used to play soccer a lot. Loved it, loved it. And then I stopped playing. Oh, that's when I went fat. Did I say that word? Fat. I love stick tennis. Did you ever play ski? That was quite advanced. I used to, on the DOS game colours and all. We used to play golf. Remember golf? I used to love golf on the computer. It was funny as. When it first came out, not when it first came out, I think the second time it came out, where it was all green and you had the green. Oh, wow, look, it's on the green. Oh. Remember those days? Oh, good old days, good old days, yes. How did I get so striped? We got sidetracked. We got so sidetracked, as we do every time I do a live. Seriously, guys, come on. All right. So last week we had our spot giveaway, and it was the wonderful Marty who's on today. And Marty, I have to talk to you about the color combinations. I will be sending you, Jody, and the two other ladies. They know who they are. What they are both on our live, by the way, who won it on the wheel. I'll be sending the 4 of you some pictures, and then you can decide which color combinations that you would like. Long time no see. I'm watching with Mum again. Hello, Seba. Lovely to have you here. You're watching with Mum. That's nice. Ah, so nice. So nice. Oh, that never happens to me. My son doesn't watch with me. He says, come on, Mum. I'm busy. Then again, I'm always busy. So what do you do? Well, lovely to have you here. Isn't it Saber? I thought it was Saber a long time. It is Saber. Why did I say Saber? Hello, Saber. I'm good at distracting you. Everyone distracts me, Franca. It's one of those things, darling. I get distracted too easily. It's my fault. It's not everyone's fault. All right, let's get back to business, Marty. There's one of our lines. Let's get back to business. Now, as you know, last week I talked about, and I'll tell you again, even though we're going to talk about it tomorrow on First Thursday, I'll take that little square out so you'll go and see it. Actually, it might be out because it's not here. Oh, no. What have I done? Oh, no. It's here somewhere. Doesn't matter. I'll take one that I haven't weaved in the ends. That square right there. That's one I haven't weaved in any ends. Yeah. That is this jumper right here. So I'm working on this jumper here. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to get this one ready for the Australian sheep and wool show. I knew that, Jody. Yes, I knew that was your son. Oh, he's so cute. Sits with his mum. I love that. Oh, it's so cute. I'm so sidetracked. So I'm hoping to get this cardigan. Let's try jumper. That's a cardigan. Come on, woman, you can do this. To get this jumper out for the Australian Sheep and Wool Show in July. Now, I've already done this jumper, and I've got the pattern on the computer. I'm doing a second one, exactly the same size, but I didn't really like that colour combination. And this one is not Bendigo Woolen Mills. This one is, and I'll show you which one it is, if I can find one. It is this stuff right here. It is the Cloqueton range. In fact, that's the actual colour. That's the actual colour right there. That's the green. I wanted to use Bendigo yarn. It is a lot softer. And I find that it's a lot smaller than, the square is a lot smaller than the Cloqueton. So this Cloqueton, it's 8 ply, not 4. It's 8 ply, and this is an 8 ply as well, but for some reason that comes across, I don't know, maybe I crocheted it loose, who knows. But that's the one that's the color combination I'm going to use for the next jumper. Thought of doing it blue instead of green, something a little different. I don't ever wear blue. Apart from, ta-da! The back of this cardigan, that's going to be blue. And in actual fact, the other cardigan that I'm making with this one is the one we are making on the channel for the recording. The one I'm recording for the channel. meant to say. And that one there is different colors again, darker colors, more for winter here in Melbourne. It's good to see your son on. Oh, it's so cute. You guys are so cute. So cute. So get excited about that one, guys. That's coming. I probably should have talked about that tomorrow on tomorrow's live, but it doesn't. Tomorrow's live. Tomorrow's first Thursday, not a live. I prefer the blue one in your hand. Okay, well, that's good. I made the green only because I had those colors in stock. And in actual fact, I ran out of the same dye lot and I put 2 of them under the arm here with a different dye lot of the red, I think it was, or no, the pink. I ran out of that dye lot. So they're actually under the arms, 2 different dye lots under the arms. There were 2 different bits left from another dye lot. So I ran out of that pink. And that happens. So what you do when that happens, you know, use logic. You don't sit there and think, well, I'm not going to make the jumper anymore because I don't have 2 squares to make. You just pop in the old dye lot or a new dye lot and then just put it somewhere inconspicuous. So I know that was about around here somewhere, just up at I think the last 2 there. I actually took the squares that I had undone and did the smaller squares, because there's up here they were different sizes. That's going to change. I don't want that for this jumper. I've already changed the pattern, so it's not so difficult. Because what I did with this jumper, so you can see, and you know what I did, I made, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't see it, actually. Yes, you can a little bit. That is a full, let me bring it up. Let me bring up and over so you can see it. So you understand what I've done. That is a full square here. That's a full square. That's a full square. That's a full square. Hang on. I got the wrong one. Wrong side. There it is. There. So full square, full square. But see this square here? I tightened that area up here so that this one can be a little smaller to fit in. Now, as you can see, it's not a full square. It's like a little triangle. And the one underneath it there has a full square. These are like 2 little triangle looking pieces so that I can fit it in, make it more narrow down the bottom. And I still didn't like it. So it still didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out. So I changed the pattern completely on purpose so that nobody had to mess around with different shapes. Instead, just making it a little bit tighter and then closing it up down the bottom with the ribbing. I hope that makes sense. But once you see the pattern, you'll know. Oh, I just dropped a card. I better pick that up later. She can't even dress the dummy. Look, she can't even do it. She just can't do anything right. I have to get the lady in the mirror out. She's a bit clever, that one. She's clever, that one. You like that? She's clever. All right. So the blue one is definitely coming for that. And I hope to wear the blue one at the Australian Sheep and Wool Show along with that cardigan and along with the one that I'm making now for our channel. So I'll hopefully be wearing all 3 cardigans on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And on the Thursday night, I may wear this one. I haven't really decided yet. It depends. I might have something else I'd like to wear. But apparently at Bendigo, it's nasty cold. And it is right flat bang in the middle of winter. So it will be pretty cold there. Pretty cold. Anyway. All right. So we've talked about, let's get our pen ready. We've talked about Monday and Tuesday. Yes. We've talked about today's live. Tomorrow's Thursday, first Thursday of the month. We've talked about Corinne's color combination for her mittens, which are not ready yet. You're going to look amazing. I'm going to look woolly. Hopefully I don't break out in a rash with all this wool that I'm wearing. Fingers crossed I don't break out in a rash. But, you know, it happens. If it does, I'll just cream it. Survive the weekend, cream it. Now, Pipeworks. Oh, don't even go there with Pipeworks. I said to someone the other day, I organised 2 stalls in 2 years. Both stalls were cancelled at exactly the same, roughly exactly the same time the night before. The very night before. How can that be possible? Any other time I don't organise stalls. Only 2. And only 2 failed. Total fails. So let's hope Fingers crossed. Bendigo goes ahead. At this stage, Bendigo is going to go ahead. So I hope that everything goes well. Now, Pipeworks, we are looking at another 3 weeks, maybe minimum. Who knows? Who knows? I know it's going to run into my Bendigo, and I'm going to tell them, you know what? You owe me another weekend. Because I've paid for those 4 weekends, as you know. I pay up front. You get it all sorted out up front. Otherwise, you can't pop your stall there unless you pay them, right? So if they don't sort it out, then I'll have to wait another weekend because of them, which means I want them to give me that weekend for free. I think I'm entitled to it if I've paid for it. What do you reckon, guys? Shall I complain? I reckon I should complain. But it is definitely going to go ahead eventually. So it's just a matter of them getting whatever permit they need to get. I don't even know what permit they messed up. It's not that hard to get a permit. You just get it. You usually get it. You get it sorted out. I don't know. I don't get it. We couldn't build this place without a permit, so I don't understand. Council came in, they said, right, we don't like the fact that your plants aren't in the ground yet. You're not moving in. Do you know how quickly I got those plants in the ground? The 3 of us, me and the kids, one weekend, sat there with bang, bang, bang. We got all the plants. We didn't hire a gardener because we didn't have time. We wanted to move into the place. So we moved in, bang, 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 all one weekend. We got them all in, and the council went, oh, okay, fine, you can move in. And we moved in. It's not that difficult. Just get it done. Absolutely, you should get the 4th week. I know, right, Jodie? Thank you. You should complain. Look, I'm not going to be rude because I'm not rude. I'm not that way. It's not who I am. But I will say, look, you've wasted my time, right? And I've already booked that one weekend in Bendigo. So you need to give me that weekend. I've got to head off to work. Catch you, everyone. Saying, oh, see you, Marty. Have a good day at work. I know that's not a very happy face, but it doesn't matter. I think you should love your job. She says that she doesn't know what she's talking about. Have a good day at work. We will miss you. I'm going to get off soon anyway, Marty. It's getting late. I'm starting to cry in a minute. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Not yet. About another 15 minutes I'll be crying. Just be calm and firm. I know. I will be. Look, I'll be kind. I'm not a mean person, not a rotten person. So I'll just say, look, seriously, I feel really bad for the food trucks. I really, because I don't know if it's the same overseas, but here in Australia, when you run those things, you have food trucks and they're there, they sell their hot dogs or they sell donuts or they sell things. So they would have, I don't know, hamburgers, whatever. They would have got all their salads and all their fresh meat and everything ready and defrosted everything or whatever if it was frozen. Make sure it was unfrozen so it was ready for the day. And then all of a sudden, 6 p.m. the night before, it's too late. They can't refreeze everything. They can't do it. If they told them 2 days beforehand, they wouldn't have defrosted all their gear and it would have been okay. And one lady, she made all these cookies and biscuits and all this desserts. She was trying to sell them to all her friends in the end. Lucky she had friends who have a sweet tooth. And she managed to sell hers. But a lot of people, you know, especially the hot dogs and the hamburgers, they can't book their trucks in anywhere. They can't do it. Gina, hello, Gina M. We have 3 Ginas that come onto this channel. We have a Gina Meinhardt. We have a Gina, how many? Oh, what are the names? One's here already. Gina Henderson, yes. And a Gina, the other one, Zapparoni. 3 Ginas we have. 3 Ginas. All that food is ruined. Yeah, it's all gone. And I feel for them. Like with my stock, you know, where it's still sitting in the lounge room. I wasn't prepared to put it back because you don't know when they're going to ring up and say, right, we're going to go ahead. I suppose I can put them all in here behind me, boxes, and just build them all up in here and get them out of the lounge room. But I just can't think. It's just not worth doing, you know, if I have to fill up the car again. It doesn't make sense. But I had to empty the car because, well, I can't drive around our area with a car full of gear, yeah. Plus, it's not safe, you know. It's not safe to have a car full of gear. In more ways than one. You have an accident and, you know, boxes are on top of you, or you know, you go to the shops and someone says, wow, there's a lot of stock in that car. What can we do with it? So it's not safe to have lying around. So anyway, I had to put it all in. It's sitting in the lounge room, so I don't know. Mind you, I still haven't finished off. I didn't finish off what I was supposed to finish off. So I should do that this weekend, just get it all ready for Pipeworks. And even if it's not ready for Pipeworks, it'll be ready for July. The Australian Sheep and Wool Show. Sorry, I was always use my middle name. My first name is actually Undine. Yundine? Dean? Oh, okay. I'll just call you Gina. I hope you don't mind. Gina M. I'm bad with names. Someone got on before and I'm trying to get their name right. I'm going, I'm really bad with names. And I'll forget in a week's time. I will. So you have to remind me. No, not really. I do remember. I remember seeing your name before, Gina, a long time ago, a while back. And I saw, we've seen Gina Henderson so often and Gina Zapparoni, Z. Gina Z, Gina M, and Gina H. I don't know where you're all from. You're all from everywhere. I can't imagine how much money the food sales lost. Udine, Udinea. Did I say it right? Udine. Oh, Gina, did I say it right? Say yes or no if I said it right. I know, Franca, there would have been so much loss on the food. It was just so sad to think about them. And I wonder whether they're compensating them, because they would have had to have paid for this gear in advance. You don't get things for free. Yeah, nothing's for free. It is on YouTube. Just Gina's fine. Gina's fine. Okay, Gina, let's just stick to Gina. We can't go wrong with Gina, can we? It is. Okay, good. Oh, that's good. I'll just call you Gina though. Is that all right? Because my brain doesn't work half the times, Gina. It only focuses on crochet. And even that half the times I have to do it again. Claptrap says, I could have eaten the hot dogs. I would have sat there and eaten the hot dogs for them. If they came on and mentioned it on the site, I would have messaged them and said, send me some hot dogs. Send me some hot dogs. Gina Zappioni. Yeah, that's right. Gina Zappioni. I think her name is different on different, like there's an extra R in there somewhere on different sites. So I don't know which one's the right one. I just call her Look, Gina Z, all right? Gina M, Gina Z, and Gina H. You crack me up, lady. Oh, thanks, lady. I'll crack everybody up. Half the times I don't even know I don't want to be funny. I just, I don't see it. I don't know. I don't see it. I just like, live. This is what I'm like off air as well. A bit of a loony bin. A bit of a loony bin. I don't know how you guys put up with me. I seriously don't. But at least you get some gorgeous crochet out of me. That's like one thing. It's a given, right? You're going to get gorgeous crochet, whether I'm smart, not so smart, thin, not so thin. I was about to say fat, but I won't say fat online. Whether I'm a good girl, a bad girl, it doesn't matter. You will still get crochet out of me. You just do, Gina. I just do. I don't know what I do, but I just do. Yeah, it's just a just do. I doubt the council will compensate them. They will have to give too much money. Yeah, I feel for them. I really do. That's right. Correct. Yes, I know. There's a bit of a loony bin here. But you know what? Let's just see how we go for Pipeworks again. I do hope it opens quickly because I really need to get that stock out of the lounge room. I don't want to put it all back. It took me hours to get, look, it did. It took me hours to get it off the shelf. I had the computer here and I was typing as I went. Okay, this is what I want for the sales on this one. Box number 1 has got this, 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 and this. Box number 2, and I've labeled every box. I was so careful. I was so organized. And I was so happy that I got it all in the car the night before. So I didn't have to work at 4 in the morning. As you do. I didn't have to do that. I could have just driven to the site, unloaded everything, and I had my little list, which I actually laminated. What? And my little list saying what prices are what, and I was going to leave them on the table, and if anybody didn't want to talk to me, all they had to do was look at the little list on the table. So it's super easy. So a lot of people don't like you talking to them at these markets. You say hello, hello, You try to be nice. You're so big smile. And then they sort of give you a dirty look. So you don't talk to them. You don't talk to them. Oh, some you do. You said that. You said fat twice. I would never say fat. Not ever. I would never in my life say fat. So just so bad. By the way, what did I miss? Oh, everything, Gina. Everything. You missed it all. Well, nothing exciting happened. It's just what you see, what you see. What did happen? All I talked about was Monday and Tuesday. I spent the day working on the design here so that we can have it ready for a date next week. Oh, what? It should be, the pattern will be available one date next week, and you'll hear about that tomorrow on first Thursday of the month video. Today was today, Wednesday's live. Tomorrow is first Thursday of the month. You will be getting a video explaining what is happening in the month of June. We're in the month of June. Get excited. And on Friday, I was going to get the mittens out to you, but I didn't like the way they started turning out. So I'm going to redo them, and I'll show you how they were too tight for me. Like I played with it, and I didn't like that look either. I wasn't really happy. So there you go. So what we'll do, we'll either do, there's a start of the new one I'm doing, top down, rather than, I worked, with this one here, I worked this way across. With this one here, I'm working top down. That might be a lot easier, I think. I think it'll come out so much simpler if you work from top down. What else did you miss? We talked about this jumper right here, Gina M. This jumper right here, I did last year when I was going to the Australian Sheep Show, which also didn't go ahead last year, but fingers crossed it will go ahead this year. And I'm making that jumper in this color combination. The pattern to that jumper will be on sale on our website. The kits to the jumper, what? Which means the yarn, the hook, the scissors, the sewing needle, and the pattern will be available on my website as kits. That jumper, and that jumper. You will get the 3 kits. Not straight away, you won't, but they will come. I'm hoping to have the kits ready for the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. Now, it's a month and a half away, so I'm struggling here for time. That one will definitely be ready. This one will definitely be ready. I don't know if this one's going to be ready. So I'm struggling for time for this one. But, you know, that's okay. It's okay. I'd rather at least wear it and show it off so people can see that cardigan and people know that that pattern, the design is coming. But these two will be ready. This one already because I have the pattern already written up on the computer. I just never uploaded it on the website. I can remember where it was now, www.wowcrochetdesigns.com. Now, I never uploaded it on the website for the simple fact that it wasn't tested. So now I'm going to be testing it myself and then hopefully having someone else test it for me as well. I need someone who's fast, so I might have to ask one of my friends and they can test the size small or extra small and get that done real quickly because it's got to be done within the month. So getting that tested and getting a few other things tested, you know, some beanies, a scarf. There's definitely a scarf in there. In fact, it is a scarf that the lovely Jodie M purchased from my website. That is the design that is coming. And Jodie, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but you are getting that scarf pattern for free. Did I not mention that, Jodie M? You're getting that pattern for free. Now, if you're not sure which pattern it was the soft, remember that little soft scarf that you purchased from my website? I think we were talking once a while back about the pattern coming up. And I thought you were so keen on that pattern, the written pattern. And so I was going to give that to you for free. And it's only because I owe you so much, because every time I do things to give you, something goes wrong. I couldn't believe the shipment to your country was like, what? Well, the country you were staying in at the time was like, what is going on with that shipment? I know the scarf. I really wanted the pattern. I know you did, Jodie. And because of all the inconvenience that you've had waiting for stock, I just so feel sorry for you, Jodie. And you're so patient, especially with the pretty as a peacock blanket. You are so patient. So I've got that scarf pattern written up, just getting tested as we speak, and I know that you will be getting it for free. When I bought that, it was your first order from the website. I remember that. You were my first purchase person. I don't know what you want to call it, salesperson. You were my first. Oh, memories like the corner of my eye. Do you like that, Jody? Memories. Well, I had my stock on sale in other areas for years. I've had it on madeit.com.au. I've had them on Etsy. I'm not getting sales anywhere. But once I popped the website up and started talking about it to our subscribers, the loyal subscribers, and I say loyal because there are a few of you who head over to the website and purchase items, purchase patterns, purchase kits, make donations. The loyal subscribers, you guys make everything great. And Jody was the first one to do that. So I thought, you are getting that pattern for free. Along with the beanie pattern, which I still need to give you. But that's a whole kit, the beanie pattern. Yeah, you get the whole kit. The V-stitch beanie, which is it up there? I don't know where it is. Let's have a look. Is it up there? There it is. Right there, the V-stitch beanie pattern. Yeah. And you'll be getting it with the Bendigo yarn though. Yeah. We're going to try using the Bendigo yarn because that's when I redid the design, which you'll actually see that second design next month, first Thursday, not this month. You'll see the second design of that one. Hope to see the second design of this one. We're fingers crossed that'll be done by the first Thursday of July. Has to be done because we've got to get the pattern up. We've got to get the pattern out. Has to be done. Has to be done. Listen to me. Has to be done. What was I saying? I'm totally confused now. First Thursday of July's first Thursday, which is next month, to tomorrow month, is going to be huge, massive. I'm so excited about both patterns. Well, the other one you know was coming anyway. The beanie pattern you knew. The scarf one, the yarn I'm using for the scarf one will be different because the yarn I used for your one, the one I purchased and made for you, well, I didn't make it for you. I made it for the website, but you purchased it, which is great. That was a different yarn completely, and I don't know if I can get that yarn anymore, which is really sad because it was gorgeously soft, wasn't it, Jody? It was a very soft, thin yarn, and it was perfect for summer. Yeah. But the yarn I'm using is something totally different, which is okay too. And you can actually make that pattern in any yarn because the pattern itself is a soft pattern. No one knows what we're talking about here, Jody, but I'll be showing all these patterns on the first week of July before the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. And I'll be using that pattern for cotton, acrylic, and wool. So the wool will be the one on show at the Australian Sheep and Wool Show because it's about wool, yeah. But the other two will also be on show, not at the show. I will have them in boxes if anybody wanted them as well. Because you know what? Everybody purchases wool at the show. Sometimes people want some cotton and sometimes people want some acrylic as well. So I'll have those separate packs available at the show as well. But what is on show will be the wool. And you guys can check out that scarf. It's a beautiful design. And I call it a no chain design, even though you start off with 6 chains. But I actually call it a no chain design. It started off with 6 chains and then it's looped and looped. You'll work that out when you see it, guys. I love your live chat. Always do, even that though it's late for me. I also love the patterns and everything. Thank you, Gina M. Very nice of you. Did I miss a chat? I missed Frank, unfortunately. In so much deliveries and have been affected so much. Look, I know the only thing that we've had here was a major issue was sending to Ireland. That was major. It was like trying to send anything to Ireland. It took me 9 months to even get to send anything. And then when I finally got to send it, they said it's going to take 4 months to get there. And I went, what? It's crazy. It's madness. And it was madness at the time. But there you go. Done spell check. No, don't worry about spell check. It's all good. Don't worry about it. It's all good. We don't worry about typos here, Gina. We don't worry about it. We don't worry about it. Sometimes I misread what you guys say, and then you guys have to correct me. We don't worry about correcting here. We just We just do, you know, especially on a live, we just, you know, do. There's no, like, I don't even have a system. I do have a little system here where I write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and what I was doing those days. And then everything else is just plain chat. I don't think about it. Sometimes I write down what I'm going to talk about, which is very minimal. It's only it's not even a sentence. It's like, talk about squares, talk about glove, talk about dirt. That's it. I don't even write what I'm going to say. I just hope that I get it right. I hope that I get right what I'm telling you. But I don't care. It's live. I don't care. Do you love it when it's live? We're all super relaxed. We're all super comfortable. We don't care if we make mistakes, Gina. Nobody worries about those things. Nobody's even worried about the fact that I still have my tails attached to the square. No one said anything about it. No one said anything about this top either, that I have tails attached to this top. When I can pick it up. When I can pick it up, there you go. Ta-da! This is the little top that you saw in the front post of this video. And I went like this. I went, what? I shouldn't have bought this top out. It wasn't ready until, it's not going to be ready until September. No one is going to see that until September. So I probably shouldn't have bought it out. It's a spring top, and it's going to be a paid pattern on my website around August, September, getting ready for our spring here in Australia. Corrine, you're here. Corrine, I'm going to show you. Corrine, I wasn't happy, darling. I did the glove, but I didn't like it. So I'm going to redo it. This is the redo. That's as far as I got for the redo. But let me show you the original. It did not turn out the way I wanted. I did not like it. I don't like it. Look, you can see the colour change there. And I tried to do the twist, you know, where you don't put a chain. And then this is too tight. Wasn't happy. So I've taken it under. I haven't taken it undone. I'm going to take it undone and do it from top down and not do round and round and round and round. Because when you do round and round, everything turns. I don't like that. I seriously do not like the turning. I would rather have the tiny little line here for the join, and you don't see it much with half doubles, which is good. That's the join. You can see it a little bit. In fact, I haven't even put that extra stitch, so this will come undone. There's an extra stitch that I put in here so you don't see that line. Yeah. I forgot to do it on this one. Funny that. Maybe I'm just playing with it. So that's the start of it, and there's your little hand that goes in there. So it's coming along, but it's got a long way to go. So I don't know if it'll be ready by Friday, lovely Corrine, but we will try for Friday. Fingers crossed. Doesn't look good. But for those of you who are joining us now that you weren't on here before, on Saturday, we're not doing a live antics this Saturday. We are doing a Australian Sheep and Wool Show or Bendigo /fund fun. We're going to have some numbers around the room so that I can add a little bit more money towards the funds. We just do Merry 2022. Oh, I love your energy. Thank you so much, Saber. Thank you so much for your super chat. It is well received. Like anything, you know, I have to put some towards the /fund now. As you do. So let's pop $1 towards the /fund. Thank you so much, Saber. It's very well received. 05. You want me to count too? What is this? I gotta count. 1. Okay, so now we've got $181.50 for the /fund. Thank you so much, Saber. Well received. Now we are going to be doing that fun /fun on Saturday, where we're going to have numbers around the room, and you guys have to find them, and that's how much money I put towards our little fund here. Looking good though. I know, thanks Corrine, but I did mess that up really bad. So I'm going to, once again, guys, you know what I'm like. If I'm not happy with something that I've done, I refuse to put the pattern up until I get it right. Now you guys know that. You know how fussy I am. I muck around, have a lot of fun. You know, we're being silly sometimes. But when it comes to that, I'm pretty strict. Oh, Gina M has done a super chat. Gina, thank you so much for your chat. It is very well received. It's a big one too. Let me write that down. $4.50 can go towards Bendigo /. You want me to count? You just like seeing me count, don't you guys? It's so hard. Zero down, carry the 1. 4, 5, 6. $186. Exactly. Thank you so much for that super chat. Gina, very well received. Buffering here. Are we buffering? Is it just me or is it everyone else that's buffering? Are we all buffering? Oh, I hope it's just. Oh, hang on. Why does a super chat look different these days? Is that normal to look like that? It's totally different. It's changed, hasn't it? Very odd. Oh no, Josie, check your internet. Jody, check your internet. Is it cutting up for anybody else or just Jody at this stage? Yeah, well, thank you so much, Gina. Well received. You know I'll look after it and purchase some gorgeous yarn. Now, if you didn't know this, Gina, what I'm doing is I'm putting half of what everyone's giving me towards a slush fund so that we can actually purchase some things at the Australian Sheep and Wool Show and do a giveaway here on the channel just for you. So it's all going back to you guys. You're giving it to me and I'm giving it back to you guys. It's great. Yes, stable for me. Okay, Saber's okay. All right. I see you, Mary. Okay, Frank is okay. Oh, so Mum's probably having the problem, Saber. Mum, check your internet, hun. Check your internet, yeah. But that's what I'm going to be doing on Saturday. I'm going to be doing a slush fund fun. We'll have a bit of fun. We'll have the numbers around the room. And we're going to have a bit of a play. And that way we won't have to do a first, what did I say? First Thursday. What's it called? Live antics. I can't get it out today, can I? No. Okay, so it's just Jody, hun. Your internet's playing up, is it, Dale? It's stable for everybody. It's stable for everyone. Yeah. So Jody, internet's playing up. Mind you, it's time to nearly quit. It's time for me to almost end. I'm going to hold out as long as I can. No problem here. And you are very welcome. And guys, the tutorials are still coming. They're coming a little bit slower for the next 2 months, on and off for the next 2 months, until the end of July, until I sort out, all these things I'm supposed to be doing. It keeps getting cancelled. It's hilarious. They better not cancel July, I'm telling you. If they cancel July, I'll just take all the fund and go to Bendigo and spend it all on yarn and do a giveaway here with Bendigo yarn. For those of you who've never tried Bendigo yarn looks like that. All right. Now, Bendigo yarn is an Australian-made product. Yep, made in Australia. Oh, you're so unstable. Oh, you're so unstable. Jody's so unstable. Made in Australia. Yeah, and they have other yarns, but this one here is actually my favorite. This one here is called Luxury, the Luxury brand. So it's soft. It comes in a 200-gram skein. It is 400 meters. The reason I love purchasing this is when I'm making a jumper, I only need to get about 6 of these, maybe 7 maximum. Yeah. But when I'm purchasing a jumper and I want to make a jumper with these small skeins, tiny skeins like that, you need to get about 12 or 14, or they're not always in stock, or the dye lot's not always in stock. This, because you only need 6, 7 the max, 8 if you're a little bit extra like me. And even that's too much, right? Because this is what I say, 400 meters. It's plenty, yeah? I don't know what the yards are, guys. Someone in the US, can you Google yards? It's 400 meters. Just do the yards for me. I wish I had my other phone with me. Then I could have done the yards for you. Next time I'll bring my second phone and do the yards here so that you guys can see it. But this is a lot. And at this stage, this is only on, I think it's $15 for this scheme. So worth it, yeah? And you're getting, it's like having 4 skeins of the 50-gram balls. Do you know what I mean? It is so worth its money. Really, it is. And the 10 ply, the same, 365 meters to yards. We want to know what it is to yards. It's 400 meters, Saber. We want to know what it is to yards, yeah? Okay, let me look it up. Saber, look it up for us, hun. Find out what the 400 meters to yards is. I need to get Bendigo. I have actually been putting the odd skein of Bendigo in our giveaways, if you've noticed. Yeah, so when we do a giveaway, maybe when we do our milestone giveaway, maybe we'll use some of Bendigo. Oh, thank you, Saber. 437 yards. Thank you so much, Saber. So 400 meters of this yarn is 437 yards for you guys overseas, because you guys work in yards. 440 yards. We've got a couple of different answers here. I would go for the 437 so that we don't make any loss. Nothing worse than being short at the last minute, yeah. I love this skein because it's really good for its money, yeah. It's good for the money. It's a good soft yarn. They have their other yarns. I think the other one's called, what's it called? Oh my gosh. There's a few. They've got a few, but this is my favorite because it's beautiful and soft. And when you wash it in your fabric softener, it's even softer. So, and I don't break out in a rash. So it's all good. And it's 100% wool, yeah? And the only thing I don't like about it is that they have colors. They do have colors, don't get me wrong, but their color range is not as extensive as I would like it to be. Is that a word? Can I say that? It's not a lot, yeah? They might have an orange like that. I mean that. Get it right, Mary. That's the yellow. That's the gold. That's the orange. They might have an orange, but they have that dark orange. They don't have a bright orange, yeah? They don't have... and you know the 10-ply, this beautiful 10-ply yellow, I've got 3/4 of a skein left in the yellow because I bought a few extra for other things that I've been doing. And they don't have the yellow in stock on their website anymore. So does that mean it's no longer made, or is it just not made during winter, the months of winter? So yeah, it's, to me, I find that their colours are a little bit limited. So those colours you see there, the ones I've chosen for the cardigan for the channel, totally different to those. I'm lying. This is going to be the same. This one here, this, and this be the same, but they'll be different areas on the cardigan. Yeah, I won't be using purple. I've got purple down here. I won't be using purple. And oh, no, I will be using purple. I will, but not where it is. So everything's going to change. I think this is going to be on the collar. I can't remember now. I've done most of it. I should know this. What hook size? Well, this is a 10-ply, this one here, which is a number 4 weight overseas, which is an Aran weight. I will be using a 5mm hook. But Gina, we're going to be doing a gauge and a swatch together on the very first tutorial for this pattern. We're going to start the tutorial by talking about the yarn and how much you need. I'm going to be breaking the tutorial up in about 3 or 4 parts because I want to be so thorough. I want everyone to be able to, I want brand new crocheters to be able to make this cardigan for themselves. Really, if you're brand spanking new to crochet, you're going to make this cardigan, whether you like it or not. You like that? I want to be able to cater for everyone. So your professionals, I'll say, right, do this and head off on your own and see you later, and I'll meet you back in a day's time when you've done that. But for the newbies, I'd like to say, all right, this is what I want us to do. I want us to do a gauge, and I want you to do it this much. I want you to check your yarn. I want you to wash and block it, come back and see the difference between the size. Now, we've already done that already. There's been I'm going to pop the link to that video in this live after the live's finished. And it was all about gauge, how to work a gauge, how to make a gauge and swatches. And I found when I was making it, I had to use a different size hook for this 10-ply yarn than the other 10-ply yarn that we use here in this country. This one here, which is, I can't believe it's caught on the thing, on the thing. What do you call it? The yarn winder. All right. This one here is acrylic. Yeah. It calls for a 5mm hook, but when we did the gauge, I used a 4.5 for that one. When we did the gauge for the cotton, it called for a 4.5 cotton 10-ply, but I had to use a 5mm for it to work. So gauges are really important. So when we do our first part of that tutorial, I will have the gauge there as well. So you'll have the amount of yarn you'll need, you'll have the gauge pattern right there, and then I'll have the start of the pattern for you, which will be the back ribbing. And you can head off on your own and do the back ribbing. If I get time, we can also do the front ribbing. No, we won't do the front ribbing, because after we do the back ribbing, we've got to do the back, and the back is like that. Now, if you guys wanted to use just one color all the way through, you could. If you wanted to use 2 colors, you could. Just don't change where I say, right, let's change to the gray. Don't change. Just stay on the color that you're using. Or if I say we're doing a change right here in this corner here, don't do it. Just keep going all the way up. Yeah. All you need to do is do the cardigan the way you like, and I'll just say, right, this is the color change that I have. So this, and I'll actually have this cardigan on view, and I'll have the new cardigan that I'm working on. So there's going to be two that you'll see. So you'll be able to see where I went and how I made that particular section. It's very basic, the cardigan. It is really basic. The only difficult part is, I got to admit, this ribbing here and this ribbing here, I did so many times to get it right. And even that, I'm looking at it, doesn't look completely straight. But that's only because it's not the right mannequin for this. It's supposed to be on the big mannequin because that's a little bit too small. The jumper's big. I don't know who it belongs to. I mean, the cardigan, I don't know who wears such a big cardigan. I don't know. Someone in the mirror. But so I want to be thorough and make sure that you guys know what you're doing. Don't forget my size with which is different again. Your size won't be in it, but I will send you something, Franca. I'll talk to you about that. We will talk about that closer to the date. Yeah, because the way I've designed the pattern is a certain amount of sizes. It doesn't go a certain amount up. So I will talk to you about your size. Talk to you about your size. Yay. That's that. We're done. Good night. Do you like that? Good night. So thank you very much for joining us, guys. We are going to have a very exciting first Thursday tomorrow night. I say tomorrow night because I know Thursdays they go haywire. First Thursday of the month just goes haywire. So thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I know we've got some fantastic likes here today, which is pretty amazing, actually. We've got quite a few likes. We've done a bit of super chats here, so we've got some money towards the Slash Fund. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Thank you to Sabre. And everyone out there, get ready for this cardigan, because tomorrow you're going to hear the date of its launch. Get ready. Get excited. Stay happy. What else can I say? Ciao for now. I will see everyone on Saturday, and we're going to have some fun with our slush fund on Saturday. So get excited about that. I better get typing. I'm going to type up all the numbers. See you later. Bye. Have a good weekend. I mean, a good week. Not a weekend. It's not weekend yet. Bye.